How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new day, and welcome back to the mighty Bristol Channel.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names. If we don't leave now, we might never make it out alive. Plans are changing, rearranging all the time. So come away.
How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Watchet. Have we been here before? No, I don't think we have. So welcome to Watchet here in West Somerset. Today you join me on the mighty Bristol Channel. That's a grumpy seagull. Questions I get asked a lot. Is there anywhere on the Bristol Channel where I can park the car and fish? The answer really is not really many places. Bait wise today, I'm going to be using peeler crabs, blow lug, mackerel and squid. Here's my rig from last night, all ready to go, look. Not too bad. I've only got 2 rigs in here though, so when you step it up and have 3 or 4 rigs, you can get into some trouble. Right, so today I'm using a 6-ounce gripper to a splashdown, a £150 rig body to a bead, a pulley bead, a bead to a swivel, and a £120 hook length to a whole joey on a 6.0 J hook and a 5.0 circle, held with my tubing for resistance. I've got a chance of a codling. So on this rod, I'll quickly run over it. I've got a 6-ounce gripper to a splashdown, to a £120 rig body, to a bead, a pulley bead, a bead and a swivel. So I've got a bit of bait elastic here. To a £90 hook length, to a 3.0 circle and a 4.0 J hook, held with my tubing for resistance. Just going to load this up with 5 or 6 blow lug. Hopefully tempt a Bristol Channel codling. As I mentioned in my previous videos, there's not many fish about or codling about, but there's some big ones. So I've definitely got a chance today. So not only have I come to an easy mark to show you there is venues in the Bristol Channel to come out, fish comfortably for people that are less mobile, I've actually got a chance of a nice fish off here. Well, let's hope anyway. Right, let's get this one on the rod. Let's get it out there. I'll bring you back. As I mentioned before, if we get any bites, if we get into the action, I'll hopefully get it on camera for you. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that's subscribed. You know how much I appreciate it. It costs you nothing and it helps me out loads. So if you enjoy my videos, please hit that subscribe button and I appreciate it. And then we are YouTube friends. I'll show you the rods in a minute. You get plenty of tide up here. It's pretty epic. But yeah, it's comfortable, eh? What I want to do is leave a little bit of slack, because that tide will pick it up. And now my bait to the bottom. Even though the tide's not ripping on the flood, once the top of the tide turns and we get into the ebb, it will pull a little bit harder. But for now, I don't need to let that much line out. But on the ebb, I'll probably have to up tide a bit. My OCD's nuts. I like them perfectly straight. As you can see, if you look at my tips, it's quite a nice bend in them. We've got plenty of tide. We're about an hour before high now. As I said before, I got here a little bit late really. I could have been here about 2 hours ago. You can get away with 3.5 up, about 3 hours down, depending on tide, you know. Today is an 8 metre tide, which is tiny, probably the smallest of the set. So there's not that much movement, but as it's a Bristol Channel, there's still quite a lot. But yeah, as you can hear, got my ratchets on, especially fishing up high. If you get into a big fish, if you don't have your ratchets on, your rods are just going to go poof, especially if you get into a smooth hound in the summer months, which you can do off this mark. If you use fixed balls, just undo the drag on the front. It's not a problem. You won't hear it like you will on these, but it works the same. It's pretty quiet. Just starting to pull back the other way now. So we're just coming up to the best state of tide really for a venue like this in this area. About 2 hours down. It fishes better. So we've got a chance. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Just out here fishing, chilling out in that sunshine, taking in the scenery, putting out some baits. Talking to people. That's one thing with fishing on a pier or a harbour side or an arm. That's really what it is. People like talking to you. So you just got to get your answers ready. No, not yet. It doesn't really matter. I'm having a great day. What do you catch here? You know, classic sort of questions. I think it's like getting in a taxi. Instead of saying, "You busy? What time you on till?" Is, "You caught anything, mate?" "What, you catch cod here?" "Hey, do you hear that, Sue? They catch cod here." "Well, not today," is the answer. "Not yet." But you know how it goes. People are just interested. It's quite nice. So we're out, we're fishing. We're in the sunshine, we're getting fresh air, and we're being forced to talk to people. What more can you ask for? But yeah. The boats have all moved inshore for the ebb. Some of the boats are probably half a mile off. So we're in the right area. We're in the cod grinds here, out on the mud. And I've also gained a cold. So if I start sniffing, I'm sorry, but I've got a cold. Not the, you know, that big cold that everyone's got. Yeah. What a beauty. Anyway, if we get any more bites, or a bite, I'll bring you back. If we get any fish, hopefully, I'll have you with me. And we'll keep trying. If I don't catch any fish here, I'll fish it for about 2.5 hours down. And I'll get out of here, go to a low water mark. Why not? I've got a day off work. Let's see if I can catch you a few fish. Tide's just starting to go out now. Yellowfin. I don't know that boat. So there you go. Look at that for a bait. If you were a cod, would you? A nice peeler and 6 blow lug. As I mentioned, I keep getting stripped by little crabs. What I find is if I keep putting blow lug out, I'm getting stripped probably in 5 minutes. Put a crab out, it's going to last a little bit longer. I didn't really want to use them on this mark because over low I'm going to go and fish a rougher area where I'm going to use more crab. I'll stick it out there, it gives me a chance to keep a bait in the water, and on the other one I'll stick out another joey, hopefully to get into a conger or maybe a big fat codlin. Let's get it out there. So as I'm obviously the top end of the pier, there's no one around. I wouldn't suggest you sort of pendulum cast or power cast, but because I'm the only one up here and there's no one to my right, if I crack off, oi oi, I'm going out that way, it's not a problem. If it's busy, or normally I just suggest you overhead thump. But I'm not causing anyone any harm here. If I crack off, it's going out to sea. It's just a little bit of a safety advice for you. You get me? You get me. You know. So it's not a problem. Like I say, if it's a busy pier or there's people around, don't be swinging it. Just overhead thump. But as it's just me, get it out there. I've basically got the end blocked off, haven't I am that person. Yeah. So what I'm finding is, and I know from fishing here before, there's a reef about 80 yards. So what you do if you come out and fish here, my advice would be chuck it 30 yards or 80, 90. In between, it's a little bit rough. So on one rod, I'm dropping that whole mackerel in short, and this one I'm putting it out there, but it's not working, so what do I know? As you can see, the rods are more up right now, so we've lost the tide, and I think it's time for me to go. What time is it? Yeah, it's 2 o'clock. It's 2.5 hours after high, and that's it. I've had no bites. It's not a problem, it's been absolutely beautiful. I've been out here, I've seen some boats come and go, I've watched the wildlife, I've watched the rods. All I've been thinking about while I've been here is fishing, so that's good. And I've had a nice day. It's not cost me the earth. I spoke to a lot of people, that's one thing that could be seen as a bit of a negative. And I smelt chips all day. And now it's past 2 o'clock, I'll probably miss a chip shop, but that's okay. That's fine. But look, my name's Wayne. This is Watchet Harbour. Don't go off what I've just done. This harbour produces big fish all year round. It just wasn't our day today. It's a small tide, which is fine, but come down, give it a go. You can park the car there, pay for your ticket, go and see Steve in the tackle shop, Steve Little. He'll put you on it. Come down. Oh, I got a bite. Oh my God, I got a bite. Jesus, I can't believe it. I've actually got a bite. There's a fish running with this. Whoa, right and cute. Oh, don't tell me I missed that. Oh. Oh my God, I've just missed it. Oh, I'll put it down. Oh my God. Oh, just as I was doing the outro. That was a proper bite. That fish was on. That was a cod bite on a peeler crab. He's still there. Well, that was the outro to my video. Come back, you little bitch. That was a proper cod bite. How did I miss that? How did I miss that? That was like 4 hours of fishing. I'm doing the outro and I get a bite and miss it. Maybe I shouldn't have hit it. I thought it was on. I thought it was swimming off, didn't you? Anyway, well, that'll do. It's time to go and get some chips. My name's Wayne. This is Watch It. Thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks, everyone.